My name's Paula Gabriela do Prado. I'm an artist based in Sydney. My work, although predominantly textiles based, it also kind of broadens that idea of what textiles is. So this includes stitch, it includes winding, binding. It's really about the process of working with your hands and really manipulating materials. So my work is, I suppose, as you'd expect, I guess quite characteristically got that Latinx flavour. So it's very colourful. I suppose it's, on the decorative side, it's supposed to be alluring. It's supposed to make you want to touch it and play with beads and, get in close and see the details. And I kind of like that about the work, that it does draw you in, and it's fun for me, just it is fun for people to look at it. When my son was born and I put artist as my occupation on the birth certificate, it was kind of like the official thing, But for me, I've always been an artist. I don't think I've ever thought of myself as different. And, stuff's come in the way throughout the journey of life, and, I've done other things, obviously, but I think from the get-go, that's who I was, and it's just been a process of embodying that more fully. A turning point in my career, I would probably describe, I think, the first time that I suppose I felt someone validated my work and said, yeah, that should be out there. And I think that kind of came in different stages, but I suppose the first time that I was signed up with a commercial gallery straight out of finishing my arts degree, that was like, wow, this could really happen. So, that was really nice in a way. And although for me it's about, there are those turning points where you get the external validation, but I think there's also the personal turning points where within your own practice, those moments where you transition or involve your practice, or where you really feel like you're making what you want to make. So I think there's the two. I don't think it's just about that external side of it. I think it's really also, for me, the turning point has been, I suppose, in the last few years, probably since my son was born, being an independent artist, not being represented, doing my own thing, not being sort of feeling like I needed to make particular types of work and just going by feel. I think when you kind of let go and like, ooh, I'm an artist, I'm doing my own thing full time, yikes. So that for me has been a big turning point. So I think a profound moment that I've had connecting to an artwork was probably seeing an oil pastel that my dad had done. So my dad's a musician. He was also did lots of other things in his life, but I remember going back to my grandma's house and seeing that there was this beautiful artwork on canvas, and it was kind of really, like it was just always there and not a big deal made out of it. But I noticed it was his signature, and it was like George. I was like, Jorge. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Dad's. And just that realisation that there was someone before me that had been doing this, that it wasn't just that I was, one person along that line, exploring, creativity, exploring our roots, exploring what it was to express yourself visually. So for me, that was really profound because, my dad's not an artist in that way, not a visual artist. And so for me, it was amazing to think that Grandma would have that up on the wall, that it would be something that was, valued, and that it was there for me to see.